Every luxury cigar has a character, a voice, a quality, a mood. But the true power is revealed only next to a partner who understands its rhythm. Welcome to the Bad Habit Club on the channel Criticize Moi. Today I'll show you pairings, used in private cigar clubs, at Habanos testing, individual lounges, and at collectors' private evenings. This is not a review, this is the language of power. Coffee and cigar. Coffee is not about energy. Coffee is about focus. And if you pair it with a cigar, any mistake becomes obvious immediately. Coffee amplifies. Coffee exposes. That's why only intelligent cigars work with it. Davidoff Signature 2000, a quiet cigar with a confident voice. Almond, cream, gentle sweetness. Ethiopia Guji filter coffee brings citrus acidity that highlights the cigar creaminess without breaking its character. A dialogue of refined flavors. Cohiba Siglo 2, creamy texture, soft pepper, herbal notes. Flat white works as a background. The milk smooth the sharp edges, and the cigar remains the meaning balance without compromise. Pedro 1964 Anniversary Maduro. Chocolate, cacao, spices, herbs. This is a cigar with a character. It's a partner that can withstand pressure. Double espresso hits the receptors directly. Together they create a flavor that's impossible to ignore. Pairing with coffee, it's not about pleasure, it's about precision. Coffee intensifies the cigar and instantly reveals its weaknesses. It does not forgive mistakes. Only cigars with a clean profile and true balance survive here. If you want to feel the structure of the tobacco, its texture and character, coffee removes all illusions. It is a tool of focus and control, used by those who know exactly what they are doing. And now you're among them. Whiskey and cigar, the drink of depth and dialogue. Whiskey doesn't exactly enhance the cigar, it takes to it. And if they are not on the same level, the conversation never happens. Cohiba Behaig 54, creaminess, honey, white pepper. Macallan 18 Sherry Oak, oak, raisin, dark sweetness. This is not a pairing, this is a work of art. Arturo Fuente Opus X, Lost City, pepper, oak, fire. Lagavulin 16, peat, smoke, salty wind. This is not harmony, it's a duel. And that's exactly where its beauty lies. Pedro 1926 number 9 Maduro, dense chocolate, leather, spices. Glendronach 29 Parliament, dates, figs, caramel. A pairing for those who love depth, not volume. Pairing with whiskey is not accompaniment, it's dialogue. Whiskey doesn't enhance or soften, it enters the conversation. If the levels don't match, the conversation ends quickly. This pairing is for those who value depth, pauses, and patience. For those who understand that flavor is not an effect but a process. Whiskey is not chosen for status, it's chosen for meaning. And if you feel that, you are already inside the game. Rum, the king of the cigar world. If there is one drink that cigars accept without argument, it's a rum. Cohiba Robusta, cream, honey, soft spice. Diplomatic ambassador adds depth of sweetness and make the flavor more dimensional. Hoyo de Monterrey Epicure No. 2, velvety and delicate. Zacapa XO, caramel, prunes, oak. An intelligent, soft pairing. Partagas Serie D No. 4, strength and character. Plantation XO 20th anniversary, density and aged sweetness. They speak loudly, but beautifully. Pairing with rum is a classic of the cigar world, not because it's easy, but because it works when done correctly. Rum highlights the natural sweetness of tobacco, softens and strengthens, and makes the flavor whole and rounded. This is pairing without conflict, but with character. Used in private clubs, closed tastings, and in places where cigars are culture, not an accessory. Rum is king not by legend, but by result. Port, Armagnac and Amaro, drinks for those who love depth. Soft, velvety light, like evening in an old house. Oliva, Seri V, Melanio Maduro. Dark note of cacao, nuts, leather. Porto Tawny 20 years. Caramel, nuts, dried fruits. A perfect velvet pairing. Davidoff Anniversary No. 3, clean, noble aroma. And Armagnac XO, deep, mature, yet soft. Dialogue between two aristocrats. Romeo and Juliet White Churchill, sweet spices, herbs. And Amaro Averna, bittersweet Italian liquor. Their meeting is European classicism. Pairing with a port, Armagnac and Amaro is a choice of mature taste. These drinks don't shut. They unfold slowly and demand attention. With them, the cigar becomes velvety, deep, almost meditative. This is a pairing for the end of the evening, when flavor matters more than impression. It belongs to those who no longer seek effects and know the value of silence. Exotics, Mezcal and Grappa. Joya de Nicaragua Antano, 1970. Dense, intense, woody. Mezcal Los Danzante Reposado. Smoke, earth, sun. A pairing where both go all the way. Davidoff Grand Cru No. 2. Thin, clean, noble. Grappa Nanino Reserva 8 years. Dry, expressive accent. A pairing for slow conversation. Pairing with Mezcal and Grappa is stepping outside the classics. There are no universal rules here, only risk and honesty. Mezcal highlights earth, smoke, and raw strength. Grappa exposes structure and dryness. This pairing is for those who are not afraid of extremes and don't seek approval. It's used rarely, spoken about quietly. But if you understand it, you are no longer a beginner. Probably the least obvious pairing, mineral water. They are pairings that seem obvious. Whiskey, rum, port. They are pairings known only to professionals. This is one of them. No alcohol, no coffee, water. Yes, mineral water. In high-end cigar clubs, it's used as a full-fledged flavor tool. Why it works? The facts. Highly mineralized water cleans the palate. It removes residue from previous puffs. It reveals tobacco more clearly than any alcohol. It shows the cigar exactly as it is, without decoration. This is not no flavor, it's a reset, a repeat. In serious clubs, it's used between cigars or during pure tastings. Pure flavor, pure power. Pairings. Yes, water has pairings. Davidoff Signature 2000 pair with Hilden Natural Mineral Water. High mineral content. Why? Highlights almond sweetness and creaminess without interference. Cohiba Siglo 2 pair with Voss Sparkling Water. Why? Light effervescence makes herbal and creamy notes brighter. Partagás Seri D No. 4 pair with San Pellegrino. High mineralization and carbonation soften the strengths and pepper. Davidoff Nicaragua Toro pair with Aqua Pana. Salt water emphasizes sweet spices and wood, making the flavor cleaner. Pairing with water, it's not a light version. It's a professional approach. If you want to taste the true notes of a cigar without alcohol, without coffee, without masking, water does it better than anything else. This is a technique used by experts, and yes, very few master it. But now you do. A cigar, it's not smoke, it's a decision. A drink, it's not alcohol, it's an accent. Flavor is power, and pairing is a language that power speaks. Smoke, sip, command. Welcome to the Bad Habit Club on the channel Criticize Moi.